Check, 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 check. All right. Okay, I screwed up. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Okay. So, yesterday's failed drum editing attempt, we're making up for that today. This is another project, but it's coming from Logic, so it's got some tempo map craziness I'm dealing with right now. And yeah, sorry about that. I knew I should have checked the audio. I'm going to drop the audio tracks in here real quick and just see what exactly is going on. It's doing different things each time I import stuff, so that definitely can't be right. So let me just put these in here and see what's going on. Separate tracks. I'm going to lock all these together. Group. Ah, interesting. Okay, so these guys got their tempo markers in them as well. In that case, I think I'm okay. So if I start at 175, and then it has a interesting. Okay, so I'm going to do this again. And I'm going to change the time base to MIDI. And let's see what happens. I'm not sure if this thing is stretching or what is going on here. Let me take these out. Actually, let me just undo everything. Okay, so no tempo markers, no nothing. I'll drop these guys in. And see if it'll change the tempo map. I'm not sure if it will. Maybe that'll only do it for MIDI. Let me change this. Okay. Time base for items, envelopes, markers. I'm going to put beats, position, length, rate. Let's see what happens here. So if I drop this in. Drop it in at 0. Let's see what happens. Okay, so that didn't work. But I wonder if I could just use the tempo markers that this thing's got. Let me take a look. That might just work. As long as they fall on the right time. So let's see. Let's just try that. Okay, so I'm gonna set the project to does that start at 75? Just actually start at 75 BPM. Let me just play this. Okay, let's try this. Might be able to just use this as it is. Okay, so Instagram, is it getting sound now? Sorry about that, man. This is so frustrating. Looks like it's working now. Okay, so 75, I'm just going to drag them all over. And then that should have mapped up at 170. Oh, man. Let me see. this here. Holy crap. Okay, let me try this again. I'm going to import the MIDI file again and see if that helps. And I want it to ask me. It better ask me. Yeah, there we go. Imports MIDI tempo map project. Okay, so here's all the time signature markers. So 4/4, 1/4. Okay, so it's, here we go. All right, so this is starting to make sense. So let me move this over. As soon as I know exactly where this starts, I think we're going to be okay. Okay, but it's not letting me move properly. Why aren't you letting me move? Okay, so I got to get that first 170 to line up. There's 175. There's the next 170. So this is pretty close. Okay. I don't know that I want the bass to move with the drums. Let me increase some resolution here so I can get this right on the money. Something weird here. Let's see. Now, see, that's just a little off. Why is that a little off? Oh, interesting. See, it fits there. So what is going on? Go to 128 notes. No, what is going on? Something is stretching the wrong way. So because time base is different in these different spots, there's a possibility for things to really screw up here, but let me turn snapping off again. This should pretty much line up. Now, it looks like this is a different sample rate. Yeah, this is 44K. So this should be here. It's 170. This goes to 175. That's lining up perfect. Lining up perfect. Lining up pretty much perfect. It looks good. I can move all this to the tempo. I'm actually okay here. Just want to make sure that I'm doing the changes at the right time. 118. Now there's a 119 right here where it hasn't changed, but for some reason it's there. I'm not sure what's going on with that. But everything else looks good. So let me try and get this. Let me see how this really goes at the beginning. This all looks right. Okay, I'm gonna decouple the I'm gonna take the bass out of the group. Actually, let's listen to the music anyway. Just use a guitar for reference. So kick, 6/4 tom, overhead left, right, kick, snare bottom, snare top probably. last night. So I'm gonna find a spot with some symbols, and we're gonna find out. There we go. That's perfect right there. Okay, so let me go to the kick. I'm just gonna move the kick around a little bit. Wow, I'm not really sure about this, but we're gonna find out. So I'm gonna do tab to transient for these kicks. Oh, again, I don't know why this is selected. Selecting one item. How do I save this? That doesn't do that. I gotta set that up. Okay, tab to transient on the kick. Yeah, I don't know where that one is. Wow, this is gonna be a tricky one, man. I think this is gonna be some seriously tricky stuff, but let's just I just want to check this one little section. See, is there symbols here? Yep. Okay, so let's see if we get that phase issues we had last night. Whoa, that's not what we wanted. What in the world just happened? That should definitely not have happened. Okay. Time based for items, envelopes, markers, time. Why would you stretch like that? What in the world just... No. No. Okay, something very screwy here. Why? Why are you doing that? These measures? This snap to grid is having a very hard time doing what it's supposed to be doing here. I think it's because this is a 1/4 time signature, but it shouldn't be doing that. Okay. All right. So I'm just going to do this by hand then. Yeah, see, no phasing. Okay, snap, stretch markers and time selection to grid. Was not working. I'm going to try the other one. Now, I'm assuming this is because it's a 1/4. Is it 1/4? Let me check. Let me go back to the temple map right here. Add time signature marker. Yeah. This time signature is 1/4, and I think that's what's making the thing screw up. But I'm just gonna make a selection right here. Okay, again, this is not how Reaper drum editing works. There's something screwy going on. You know, it is got a weird okay, let's see. So let me try the other actions. The other action here is not snap stretch markers and item and time selection to grid, just snap stretch markers to grid. Let me try that. Nope. So something is going very wrong. Snap stretch markers items to... No, snap stretch. Let me see if there's... Let me tell Justin. I think this is because it's 1-4. Let me see. Let me just let me change this. It could be a bug. That time signature marker. So I'm gonna change this to 4-4. And now, where were those stretch markers at? Right here. Now if I put this in quarter notes, this should stretch these guys right onto there. Yep. So yeah, 1-4 is broken for some reason. That's ugly, but maybe we can deal with it. Okay. Now, if I put this in 4-4, do you see the other time signature markers move? So let's see if there's an uneven number of measures to do this for 4-4. So I'm just going to look where we got here. Yeah, I don't usually do this with logic and tempo maps, so it's a little bit tricky for me, but that's okay. It's important to know how to do this stuff. And challenges are what makes this fun, right? Okay. So what I'm going to do is measure it and see how many measures there are. And so what I got here, beats, measures, and beats. Okay, so I have 169 measures. Is that right? 825. Yeah, looks right. So I've got 169 measures. So let me pull out a calculator because I'm terrible at math. And I'm going to find out how close that comes to 4. So 169 divided by 4. Okay, so it's basically it's 42 4-4s and 1-1-4. Right? So if I just go to the last one, go to this very last one, put a time signature change here. Make this one 1-4. Doesn't mess with those. Let me see what happens when I change this to 4-4 and see if this leaves this right where it's supposed to be. Oh, but it shrunk the other things, did it? Yeah, why would it do that? Yeah, I want you guys to stay put. Might be able to do this as regions. There are many ways to skin a cat here, so let's try them all. So if I make this all into a region, can I keep it from getting messed with? That's one region. It's going to have a big old split in it, but I think that's going to be okay. So make this a region. Now, if I change this to 4-4 now, it shouldn't change the rest of this. It might, but it shouldn't. Let's see what happens. Yeah, messing with this stuff can be painful. Okay, so it did change. Or did it? Is it just the way the grid looks that's changing? Yeah, it's all staying the same. You keep looking. 70. 164. It says all stay in the same place. Wonder why that looks different. Let me undo it and see what exactly is happening here. 193. Oh, wait, is it just changing the number of measures? That means nothing to me. Okay, I think it's fine. Okay. Oh, that's tricky stuff. All right. So now this should actually work. So this is 4-4, right? Yep. Okay. Let's get real brave for a second. So I'm gonna choose the. Is the audio still going? Please tell me how this works. So I'm gonna choose the kick and the snare bottom. I'm gonna do add stretch markers to the selected item and grouped items. So I want to add a marker on the snares and the kick, so I'll leave everything else alone for now. So here we go, add stretch markers. Kaboom! Okay. You're gonna have to look for doubled up ones. Again, we need to fix. There's some stuff that needs to be fixed. It's beginning here. This is why it was 1-4, right? Because there might be some more 1-4s in here, so we're gonna have to look. But I think it makes sense. All right, so let me think about this. Okay. Let me put some markers in for the overheads. It's gonna be tricky doing the bass. All right, there's no question about that. I wonder how tight they want this. I'm gonna be not too ridiculous, but change it. So I'm doing tab to transient here to just put these in. See, and you wonder with these flams, is it the first one or is it the second one that's actually on the beat? Good question, right? Start moving some of these in a second just so we don't get too crazy. Let's see what it has to say. I think maybe the flam is ahead of the beat, so I'm probably doing this wrong. Let me do this a different way. So I'm just going to undo that. Undo putting in these stretch markers. This is actually a very complicated one, so I mean, no, it's tricky, but it's good. That's how you do the fun stuff. Yeah, I wonder, is the flam ahead or behind? So, because these are all kind of in between, I don't really want to go too crazy on here. I don't think they like that. Most of his kind of stuff he does is pretty groove type of stuff. It looks like the first one is actually the right one. So let me do it that way. So let me do half notes maybe. Man, this is some what was the band? Back in the 90s. Man. Tool? Was this like Tool? Now, I really don't know for 1,000,000,000% that I'm going to be able to get the bass. This is actually kind of actually the bass is pretty well on. We'll see how tight they want the bass because this could go crazy ridiculous, or it could just be not too terrible. We'll see. Other than that, I expected a lot more trouble out of this tempo map, but you know, we're not sure that it's exactly right. Whoa, 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 whoa! Where are you going? Where are you supposed to be? Let me do a little bit more resolution. So here's where it gets ugly. I'm not doing this enough. There's some really cool Reaper scripts that have been made lately that could really help with this stuff, and I don't use them enough to really get them down. Let me see. And then here's a matter of interpretation. You know, where are we here? So we're looking at half notes, quarter notes, eighth notes. So if there were a way where you could just move a series of markers by hand in only the time selected area. Actually, wait, there is a way to do that. I'm not exactly sure right this second. Let me check and see if I'm interpreting this right. Okay, yes, this is some prog rock, man. It's gonna make Rush jealous right here. Hey, Dino Home Studio. Just doing some drum editing. Um, this is some complicated stuff, man. It's not like so far. It's not like insanely fast or anything, but it is quite tricky. It's actually some trick getting it in. It's coming from Logic, and just need to import the tempo map. But luckily, when Logic exported it, it put the tempo information as a marker, not as a stretch marker, but it put it as a marker on all the audio files, and that ended up making this not so bad. We're not sure that it's right, but so far so good. Let's see. Yeah, I'm just barely getting the Instagram thing figured out. Like my YouTube one works fine, but I would love it if Instagram would just give me the proper thing. Let me put it in Restream and be done with it. This is looking good. Okay, so I'm up to where it goes to 4/4. Okay, so let me just listen to how this is going. Oh, wow, that's actually loud. Let me turn that down. Sorry about that, you guys. I could put the drums in a folder. Let's do that. Okay, drums. Bass. And don't really care about this guitar very much. Ooh, hoo, hoo. Okay. All right, well, I guess I do have some work to do on this bass here, but oh, wait a second. Why is the bass mic? Uh-oh. One of these bass mic tracks doesn't have any audio on it until the very end. Is that right? What does that mean? Hey, what's going on here? Let me ask the producer real quick. It's an overdub. So do I just leave that this mic channel? Oh, so does this not get edited with the other one? Like it's a separate track to edit? Let me take that out of there. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. Everything else, yeah, that 160, I think it rounded that 169 up to 170 on my end. Okay. 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 So am I still getting audio? I'm still getting audio. Okay. Okay. Well, I'll worry about the bass later. This is drums. This is drums is something else. This is like, look, you guys think you're good? Come record some of this stuff, man. This is some tricky drums. I don't even know how to think like this. This is going to be ugly later on. We'll fight that battle when we get to it. So the big problem that I had is that it seems to be a bug in Reaper. where if it's a 1/4 time signature, it wasn't snapping correctly. I informed Justin, so hopefully he can fix that if he's actually even watching what I'm saying here. So I'm moving on to this part, which I think is 4/4. So I'm gonna check it, and when I do my command, yep, there we go. Okay, so what that is if you know the Reaper Actions menu. So I'm gonna go to Find Shortcut. Yeah, Dino, this is it's a Dino or a Dino. I'm like a hardcore amateur herpetologist, and this is a track for guys in Arizona where you get to see all the reptiles and stuff. So I'll take either one. So I'm doing the Find Shortcut here. When I hit X, that is item, snap, stretch markers, and time selection in the grid. And that's really all I'm doing right here. It's going to get a lot more finicky later, but I just want to make sure we're in the right place. And then again, I don't want to get too crazy intricate in here. I don't think the bands that he likes it super crazy snapped. So just doing some massaging here at first, and then we'll get to anything really crazy. Like there might be some toms that need some serious work, but for now I'm pretty much concentrating on just making the kick and snare in the right area, and then we're going to see if it feels right. Start moving the bass around to it. I don't think they want me to move this guitar around. We'll see. Not sure that I can do the bass, but we'll find out. And now it's taking off, right? Okay, so if you're hearing all that phase and stuff from yesterday, that wasn't me. That was a broken guitar, broken render. Something was wrong with the render they sent me. Everything's working perfect for everything. Oh. All right, yeah. I'm gonna take this stream down. The band doesn't want it on. That's okay. That's normal. As long as let me set this to private. Actually, I'm gonna make a different thing. Let me take this down.